Have y'all ever thought about your coloring books having personalities and how many personalities are on your coloring book shelf? Let's venture through my shelf and see what I got. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome in. Today I'm gonna do a coloring tag that was created by ColorMama360. Allie is the one that created it, and I saw Jody from JIColourist do this video the other day, and I'm gonna join in the fun. Okay, for this tag, there are 12 prompts, and as I said, ColorMama360 is the one that created this. I will leave her channel linked down below and Jody's channel linked down below. But the first question is the Stress Inducer. Do you have any coloring books that cause you stress when you look at the pages in them? Mine are the Mythographic. I love these books. I have two of them, and both of mine are by Catimbang, and mine are older books. Looks like that it was around $10.98 back when I got this. I did not pay this for it. I got these on Book Outlet. I did that a lot when I first started coloring. I would get a lot of books from there. Let's see. There's nothing that tells me the year. We got something back here. First edition, September of 2018. So these are some older books. But when I look at these books, they definitely stress me out. Look at how much detail is in here. I know some people love the Mythographic books, and I like the art, but it just causes me so much stress to try to color these. And I wish I wasn't like that, but I am. So, and then I've got, this one was animals, and then I've got Imagine. And they are awesome. It's just, I mean, look how much detail is in this. One thing I also don't like about these is the pages are perforated, and that is not my preference. If I were to start coloring these all the time, I think I'd probably put washi tape on the pages just to try to, you know, secure it a little bit better. I did do this one in May of 2025, and I feel like that I can't keep a cohesive color palette. I don't like the way I did the deer. My daughter actually did this one. But it's just, these are a lot, and these are definitely a stress inducer. The next prompt is Dark and Moody, and you can't get any darker or moodier than Enys Guerrero. I have two of the Coloring Heaven specials that feature her. This was the first one. This is issue 57, and this is what made me fall in love with doing portraits. This one was quite the mess, and I tried to fix her up just a little bit. I did this in October of 2025. I've done quite a few. I mean, that's very dark and moody. I've done quite a few of these pages, and I really do like the art. It's just the paper is not great, and I feel like it's gotten worse over the years. I keep meaning to do this page. This has got gesso over the top of it, but I haven't got around to it. But yes, very dark and moody. And even though I don't like the paper, I love the art, and I will never get rid of these. The next prompt is Paper Snob. And these books definitely turned me into a paper snob. I did not know that there was such fantastic paper to color on until I got the Christine Karron trio here. We've got Wildflower Folk, Wondrous Folk, and Little Folk. And these are all portraits. If you don't know who Christine Karron is, she does all portrait work in these books. This is one that I actually did this month. I love the paper. It's like an ivory paper, and it's nice and thick. It can take water. It can take just about anything you throw at it. It's one-sided, so you can use whatever you want to on this paper, and it is a dream to work on. And all three of these books are like this. She does have several other books, and they're on Amazon, and they are cheaper, but they don't have this kind of paper in those books. I don't own any of those books, so I can't really show you what that's like, but the paper in these, I've never heard anybody complain about the paper in this trio of Christine Karron books. The next prompt is the Too Scared to Touch books, and that has to definitely be these Disney books by Thomas Kinkade. I love these. These are so cool. If you've never seen them, you get the painting by Tom Kinkade over here. Thomas, I'm like we're best friends. I'm calling him by a nickname. Thomas Kinkade. And then you can like replicate it over here, which is what anybody that I've seen color in these books, that's exactly what they try to do, is replicate this. I'm no exception. And I have attempted this several times. Several, do I say several? A few times. I love Beauty and the Beast, so I attempted this. And as you can see, I messed this up so bad that I put white acrylic paint over it because it was so terrible looking. But I did kind of have an idea as I was preparing for this video of doing something over here to, I know it doesn't look like it can be saved, but can it? With my idea, maybe it can. It'll just be very artistic. But that was my attempt in this book. And then this one with Snow White on the front of it. I did start doing this Winnie the Pooh page. And this is hours and hours and hours of work. So to go back to this, because I did not write down the pencils I was using. I know I was using Prismacolor, but I didn't write down exactly what I was using. It would be kind of difficult to come back to this, but I do only have this section left because I think I've done a pretty decent job. Am I even showing it to you? There you go. I've done a pretty decent job, but this is really intense and makes me too afraid to touch them. And then this is the newest one that I have, the one with Alice in Wonderland on the front. And I do have a page marked that I want to do. And I don't know what movie this is from because I'm not privy on Disney. I just like the art. But this one looks like it would be the easiest one. And I have an idea of how I could do this to make it easier on myself. But again, a little nervous about touching these. So yes, most definitely. The ones Too Scared to Touch are my Thomas Kinkade Studios Disney books. The next prompt is the Old Reliable. And I definitely chose Grains of Gold by Hannah Karlzon. I love this book. I've done quite a few pictures in this book. I really should probably wipe it off because it's got a lot of little marks and stuff on it. You see I've got some blue back here, but this is a book well loved. But yes, I've done quite a few things in this. This is a compilation of Hannah Karlzon, and I'm thinking that this may have been the first, if not one of the first Hannah Karlzon books that I ever got. And it made me really like her art. I understood what all the hype around her was about when I got this book. Because as I said, this is a compilation book. And so it was great for me because I had never seen nor colored anything in this book. So if you don't have any Hannah Karlzon books and you're thinking about getting one, get this one. It is also one of the cheapest ones. I think I paid like $10 or something for it. But this is a very well put together book. I put everything but the kitchen sink on this book. This is little gems. It's actually textured. Yes, this one is very fun and very reliable. If I'm going to take a book upstairs when I go to bed, it's either this one or Nightfall by Maria Trolle. But yes, I love Grains of Gold by Hannah Karlzon. Definitely one of my favorites. The next prompt is the one-page Wanderer. And this book immediately came to mind. I don't know anything about Discworld. I've only seen a few other people have this book, and they seem to know what this Discworld is. But this is one of those books that I got when I first started coloring. The copyright on this is 2016. And I got this at Book Outlet, and I didn't know what a cool book I got when I got it because it's got very nice paper in it. It is perforated here, which, as I said before when I talked about the mythographic books, I don't like perforated pages, but I do like that it gives you some pictures back here for people like me that don't know anything about this world. It kind of shows you what sort of color palette that it should be. Or it doesn't have to be, it's your book. You can do whatever you want to with it. But I only bought this book because of this page. I had seen maybe this may have been on like the thumbnail or something of when I bought this book, because I saw this picture before I bought the book, and I bought it for this picture, and I still have never colored it. I've had this since like 2018 or so, like that. 2018, 2019. And I've only colored one picture in here. And this, I've colored this since I've had my channel, and I've had my channel for 3 years, 2 years, something like that. I took 10 months off, so around 2 years, I'll say. But this took me forever to color this. And I did count how many little faces are over here. There's 64 of these little blue trolls over here. So yeah, it did take a long while to color this. And there is, I'm pretty sure that this is one of the pages that is back here. And that's why I colored them. Yes. This is the reason I colored them the way I colored them, because I kind of took inspo from that. I don't know how great of a job I did, but I was just proud to get it done. But yes, I definitely bought this book just for one page. But I do like it. It's really cool. It's just not exactly my art style that I like to color. But I think this is one of those books that I'll always hold on to. Because you never know. Your tastes always change. The longer you color, you go through phases. But yeah, that is Terry Pratchett's Discworld coloring book. And the illustrations are by Paul Kidby. Favorites. The next prompt is The Secret Shame. And I have so many Color in Heaven books that it's awful that I do not color in these things. I started getting this subscription around December or January of 2019. And then I stopped getting it for a couple years. And then I started getting it again. Every time I think about canceling the subscription, they send me something that features Enys Guerrero or somebody really cool like that. And so I have so many of these and I never color in them. The next question, which is number 8, is the Wishful Thinker. These are definitely my wishful books that I wish that I could color in these. I guess I just don't know what it is. I love Kirby's art, and look, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Kirby Rosanes books, and I am very seriously contemplating getting his Dark Fairy Tales book, because that one, I think I can wrap my brain around the pictures in that one. But these are a lot like the mythographic books, that in the sense of they're intimidating, because there's so much detail in here. But I really want to color this. I used watercolor on this, and that is up here in the front somewhere. This one. I took inspiration from this, and this is what I came up with. I based everything in watercolor, and then I shaded it with Prismacolor pencils. I'm pretty sure that's what I used. But I get very wishful of thinking that I'm going to be a Kirby Rosanes colorist. And like this, I started this one. And I actually have a video of this, everything I've done on this. And I think I can come back. I think I can finish this. I want to wish that I could. See, one thing that I don't like, the little doodles in here. That throws me off. And I have a hard time with the color palette in these, because they're a lot. But I really am thinking about getting Dark Fairy Tales. And if I don't color in that one, maybe I should just give up on the Kirby Rosanes colorist that I want to be. The next prompt is the honeymoon phase. And I definitely went through a honeymoon phase with Brooms of Wonder by Johanna Basford. These are also, if you're new to coloring, these are fairly inexpensive. They are put together pretty well, and the art is very like whimsical and cutesy, and that's what a lot of people start out with. And a lot of people love her, but this is one of my favorite pictures, the pineapple. You can put a lot of stuff on these pages. It'll take water, it'll take glue. I had this marked to color this, and this is actually really a lot. Did I color the other side of this? I colored one like that. Oh, here it is. That's a lot. This took me forever to do. And then I also did this one. But she does have, I just really love this book. This is all I wanted to color in. And then when I got this, I also bought Magical Worlds, or no, I know I'm saying that wrong. But there's a couple of other books that came out right around the time of these. And I really did go through a honeymoon phase, definitely with those. The next prompt is Midnight Snack. As I mentioned with Grains of Gold, if I'm going to take any coloring books upstairs to when I go to bed, because I might color right before I fall asleep, it's either Grains of Gold or more than likely Nightfall. This is also one of my favorite books. I'm working on a page right now on this, which is this one. I never thought that I would be one to love to color flowers, but all of a sudden in the last few months, this is all I want to color. I want to color Maria Trolle, and that's it. I want to color flowers and leaves, and I've been coloring these books more than my Christine Karron books this month of March. And if you've been around my channel anytime at all, you know that my Christine Karron books are my favorite. But I've just wanted to color in Maria Trolle books. This one I'm not real fond of. I think it's too light. And this book is Nightfall. So maybe it should all look like night. But this is definitely the midnight snack of my coloring books. The next prompt is the Seasonal Obsession. And this is the Flower Fairies coloring book. And it's just fairies. Very cute. Good paper. Very good paper. And I've had this book for quite a long time. This is another one that I got from like Book Outlet or something like that. What do I have marked back here? I don't know. I did this one in December. But I usually always pull this book out around Thanksgiving or Christmas. I don't know why I do that. But because there's nothing Thanksgiving or Christmas really about it. But this is just what I want to color around that time. So this is the Seasonal Obsession, because I will color at least one page out of the Flower Fairies coloring book during the holiday time. And then the last prompt Jody threw in from JIColourist. She threw the last prompt in, and this is a bonus question, and it's Fear of Missing Out, the FOMO book. That would probably be this one. And I think I had just gotten like the Rooms of Wonder book. And I was kind of obsessing over Johanna Basford at the time. And I bought this because literally everybody had it. But I did buy 2 copies of this. And the second copy I gave to my stepmom for Mother's Day last year. And about a month ago, she's in Florida right now. They're snowbirds. And about a month ago, she sent me a picture, and she had colored this picture right here. And she colored this whole thing in order from front to back. So she finished this whole book. But I do not color in this very much at all. It's very cute, very small book. You see how that's my hand up next to the book. But it's one of those that you can just color for 5 minutes and feel like you've accomplished something. And I don't know why I don't color in this. It's just not one of my favorites of her books. But I think I'm going to start using this for like demonstrating things when I want to show y'all how to do something. That's what, so I don't feel like I have to start a full page and then I need to finish that by the end of the month. Just so I don't feel that way, I need to keep this on my desk, so that's what I'll do. I can just color this little frog and show you a technique just with this little spot, and something will be completed instead of just having a whole page and you only see one little tiny part of it. So I think you are going to see this one more in the future. So that's it, y'all. That is my coloring book personalities. And as I said, this tag was created by Allie over at ColorMama360. And Jody from JIColourist, I know, has also done one of these. I will leave their channels linked down below. But if you have a channel and you want to do this tag, I would be interested in seeing what kind of personalities live on your coloring book shelf. And if you don't have a channel, if you want, write I will have all the prompts in the description. And if you want to just copy that and answer it and put your answers down in the comments, that would be awesome too. But if y'all stuck around in the video for this long, I appreciate you very much. I hope you have a wonderful morning or afternoon or evening or wherever you are in the world when you're listening to this. And until next time, y'all, bye.